Welcome to the Gaming Outsider. This week we're answering some questions from the community. We're also going to be recapping everything we've seen from the Summer Games Fest, and there is a lot to cover. As for new games, Mark played a puzzle game with a strong story called Swan, as well as the remaster of Myst from the 90s. Also, Rel has been checking out the early access for The Last Caretaker, that and much, much more. This is the Gaming Outsider. Greetings, programs, and welcome to the Gaming Outsider, a video game podcast with a focus on our incredible community, which can be found at thegamingoutsider.com, facebook.com/groups/the GoCast, or our Discord server, and you can find a link for that in the show notes of this very episode. It is Monday, June 8th. I'm your host, Scott Clark, and joining me are my good friends, Jake Gunderson. How you doing?
I'm all right.
Jacob Gunderson. You look very uncomfortable. Like you're sitting there like hunched over.
I'm hopped up on caffeine and ibuprofen. Let's go.
Okay. Well, glad you're here, man. And also joining us, Chris Behrensmeyer. Chris, what's up?
Man, leave it to you to be like less than a week out of school and you already start forgetting what day it is.
Dude, it doesn't take long. I had to look at my watch and make sure it was the right day because I didn't know if you guys were like messing with the format, trying to get me to Ron Burgundy this stuff. But we are here. Yeah. I'm excited. We are over the 600 episode hurdle. We are on episode 601. If this is your first time here, this is us back to normal episodes. And I hope that you enjoy what you're listening to. Let's jump right into it and talk about the games that we've been catching up on first.
Only 199 more to go, Scott. You
I know. Only 4 more years. And then I can quit this podcast and I can slap the crap out of Chris Behrensmeyer.
You can try. Your little girl hands don't scare me.
CB, what have you been catching up on, man?
Well, I finished First Light.
Hey, so did I.
And what a game. What a game.
It is a really impressive game. I will say, I don't know if this is a thing where I beat it in a week, but I was ready for it to be done. By the end,
Ooh.
I was ready for it to be done.
Was it just because it was too long, or was it because you didn't like the gameplay?
No, I like the game because the what's really interesting about it is I feel like you're not doing the same thing for an incredibly long amount of time. Sometimes you're doing spy stuff. Sometimes you're doing shooting. Sometimes you're doing stealth. You know, it's just constantly giving you different things to do. I don't know.
There's a good mix. The problem is the story starts to get a little long in the tooth at the very end.
Yeah, I'd say that. And I don't want to spoil anything, but something happens that's a little ridiculous.
Dumb?
Yeah.
No, it's just dumb.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb. Something happens and there's no explanation for it. It's just like, oh, this happened.
It feels like there's like a 15-minute section of the story that's missing.
Yeah, it really feels like something got dropped or they forgot to explain something. And if you played the game, you know what I'm talking about, but I don't want to go into detail there. But I still am very impressed with what they've done with this game. I think that what's his name? Gibson? Is that the actor's name that's playing Bond? Fantastic. He's got the young swagger of James Bond, and I got to tell you, CB, ever since playing this game, all I've wanted to do is go back and watch some of the old Bond movies. So I'm really looking forward to just doing
I'm like one step ahead of you already.
Yeah.
So I've been currently going through the Brosnan set, and I'm gonna go through the Connery set. So I'm excited over the fact that they've already started talking about they're going to do more.
Yes, except I saw the news that I don't know if you are familiar with what's happening, but Amazon bought the rights to James Bond after the deal with IO was in place. So now Amazon owns it, and it's still kind of up in the air as to what's going to happen with the sequel because, I mean, they do this with every Bond movie, right? James Bond will return. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But this is just ripe for more, right?
I think they'd be dumb to not continue down this path.
I agree. Agreed.
I mean, you've already got established characters. You've got a very well built little micro universe now.
So did Lord of the Rings.
Well, Peter Jackson took a nap and forgot what he was doing, and somebody else took over.
I think my favorite moments of this game were the big bombastic things, just the very over the top James Bond moments. You know, like with
Yeah.
vehicle chases and driving unconventional vehicles. That I'll just leave it at that.
Yes, a certain very large vehicle was
Yeah,
dumb fun.
there's just
I just see Austin Powers in the little go kart.
a little cart. Just like
You're not far off with like
Yeah.
how the comedic elements of it, but
It's unfortunate.
The gunplay really started to grow on me. One of the big last levels as you're going through, specifically in a certain lab setting.
Yes.
I had so much dumb fun in that level.
Because there's so many environmental things that you can do in the shooting that are a lot of fun. And plus they finally give you a sniper rifle, which I love.
I got a sniper rifle a while ago in that game.
Well, I mean, there was, but you didn't get to use it that much the first time I got it anyway. But
I mean, I got a sniper rifle in the Lenny Kravitz level.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and I had a lot of fun with it.
The moment I would have gotten a sniper rifle, I would have used it. I would have been in a hallway like, boom.
No, I mean,
they do a very good job on limiting your ammo in this game.
I was just gonna say, yeah,
because I mean, for the most part, like James Bond is wearing slacks. Don't exactly have a lot of ammo storage.
Yeah.
So
you get like 5 or 6 shots of a sniper rifle, and then you have to pitch it for something else. Like, this is not a game where you're carrying stacks and stacks of ammunition. You are picking up a weapon, using it till it's gone, flinging it at a guy in the head to stun him, bum rushing him, getting his weapon, and starting all over again. It's pretty cool.
So that was a lot of fun.
I will say, it was a little long in the tooth, like you said, not egregiously, but I still like how everything wrapped up. There is one. I was actually talking to Sean Coates. We need to do a spoiler cast for this game, because he had a really interesting take that he wishes that it would have gone a different way at the end. And when I heard him say that, I was like, man, that would have been so much better. But
I have a feeling he and I have the same take, and I'm not going to say it on here.
All right, we'll talk later. I don't want to get too much, but 007 First Light, what a game. Really, really did enjoy it. But part of the reason I was looking forward to it being done is because I wanted to get back to the game that I've been playing, which is Saros. I am borderline obsessed with this game, man. I need I need somebody else on this show to play this game. I know Zach has finally picked up a copy.
It's
So let me give one other reason why this might sell you on it, because I think this game has shmup sensibilities. Bear with me a second. Number one, it's got the bullet hell, as you know, but it's bullet hell in third person. But this game also has an adrenaline meter, which means the longer you go, the more enemies you kill, the adrenaline meter goes up, and it can go up 5 levels. So you kill enough enemies, collect the aether, it makes this bar go up, goes to number 1. And you collect some more, and it goes to number 2. It eventually gets to number 5, and it maxes out at number 5. Each time you bump up an adrenaline level, your weapons are more effective. As soon as you take one hit, it goes down to 0. So you have this incentive to always be keeping yourself from getting hit outside, even just once. Which reminds me of some old school shmups or shmacrosses, where you're
rounds.
You're powering up and you take one hit and it's like start all over again. So, dude, and the cool thing about this is that it's so difficult. It is a hard game, but once you start leveling up and you start running through the same areas over and over again at the beginning, it becomes like riding a bike with the bosses that were super difficult. You're just going through the motions, just like, I got to go do this boss again. But you're going back into these areas way more powered than you were before. And it just feels awesome.
Yeah,
and
you find that spot where the bullets just don't quite hit that section of the screen. And you're like, I'm just gonna camp right here.
I don't think you can do that in this game, man.
There's ways of doing
cheesy. No cheesy.
Goodness.
By the way, I just sit here and was thinking about this. Would Tempest be considered a schmatube?
Schmatube? Schmadown?
Because it's a tube. So
I know
it's a schmatube.
So anyway, Saros, I did get to the second boss. He has 3 phases as well. I got to the 3rd phase on my first try. Got to the 3rd phase on my second try. I had him about down to half health. and just failed to
I'm just waiting for you to get further in this game because I'm going to feel bad if I pick up this game and just like railroad through this and be like, Scott, you just suck at these.
Okay, I'd do it. I mean, have talked to Zach. He's actually beaten the fourth boss, so he's surpassed me. But he said he beat the third and fourth bosses on one run on his first try each. He said he was very shocked. He must have had the stars aligned with his pickups and everything. But it was good. So
I mean, with these kind of games, the progress is weird because you can have 7 hours into it and not go very far because you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again.
mm-hmm.
So
the thing is that every time you die, it feels like you have so much currency to spend. You have so much to make your next run easier. I mean, I my last run, I had about 4,000 of the currency, and some of the things were like 100 currency to unlock. So I was able to unlock several things. You know what I mean?
mhm.
So you also don't have to start at the beginning. You can actually skip. I can skip directly to the second biome and just start from there, which I'm actually learning that this game is kind of designed beautifully in this respect because you're actually incentivized to do that. You would think, oh, I want to start at the beginning and just collect everything and work my way back up. But you have a limited amount of inventory of things that you can pick up in order to make your stats better on that run. So
Mhm.
you might as well start at the second one when the pickups
Items
are
better.
better instead of filling up those inventories with ones that were good back then but not as good as they could be. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It feels so good. And guys, just the patterns. I mean, CB, I know you love shmups and just like the bullet hell art that is made by all those projectiles coming at you. The way that they do that here in 3D is gorgeous. I mean, because you're sweating your palms while you're playing this, but you just want to kind of look at what you're experiencing. And I don't know, and here's the thing, man. This is making me want to go back and give Ikaruga a try because
anytime you're ready.
Because this game has multicolored projectiles and some of them do different things. And for whatever reason, it's not a roadblock for me in this game. So maybe I'm ready to try again. So keep that in the back of your mind. Anyway,
I'll hold your hand through it. It'll be fine.
Please play this game like tonight, dude. When we're done recording, just go fire this game up. I don't care if you blast through and get to beat the game on one run in your first
thing I have
try.
to do tonight. So
okay.
Mitch will be happy about that too. So
I checked out a couple other new games. I checked out Black Jacket, which I played on Xbox. It's available on Game Pass. I had to try it because it's Balatro, but with blackjack instead of poker. So you're playing blackjack against an unknown dealer, but it's got this ominous, dark tone to it. Like you never actually see the player you're playing against. You just see their hands. It's like an overhead view, and their hands are characters in themselves, and that you can kind of tell what the character looks like by their voice and what their hands look like when they're playing this. I don't know. It's pretty interesting. So
I'm going to Steam already. Calm down.
I'm actually looking at this right now too.
Oh, I thought you didn't like Balatro, Jake.
Oh no, but I like Clover Pit.
That's true. Okay. So I checked that out. It's pretty interesting. I also did download Forza Horizon 6 just because I wanted to try that out. That game does look as gorgeous as everybody says it does. I just too much other stuff for me to play to put a whole lot of time into that. Last thing I've been catching up on is I picked up the Mega Man Anniversary Collection, or whatever you want to call it, Mega Man 1 through, I believe it's 6, if not 8.
Yeah.
Is it 8?
I think it's 6.
Just because I wanted to have it on the Switch, and I had received a gift card from a student at the end of the school year, and I used it to buy that and the Mega Man X Collection, and I played through the original Mega Man for the first time in years. And I got this for like when I go on vacation next month, have something fun to play on the plane. So I'm going to kind of go work my way through those. So I had forgot how hard that game is, man.
The first one is not easy.
That first one especially, man. Like if you don't know what you're doing, and I mean some of the platforming is brutal. Like the Gutsman level has that platforming section where if you miss, you just die. There's a section in the Wily Castle where there's this one jump that you have. What did I say?
It's
Wily. Oh, geez, no. That's Mega Man
Why
8.
why
Why
we?
we-
Oh my goodness. So in Mega Man 8, they actually had voice acting, and the guy that plays Dr. Light sounds like Elmer Fudd. He's like, "Oh no, Dr. Wywee is here." I'm not making it up. Go look up some videos of that. It's ridiculous. But the nice thing about those games is they're not long. I mean, you could really beat Mega Man if you know what you're doing in half an hour, 45 minutes. You know what I mean? They're super short. So all right. That is
Hold on.
okay.
We had a comment.
Oh, did we?
Kevin says, I feel like Jake would really like Star Rupture. You know what else I'd really like? Level 7.
What is Star Rupture?
Ciao.
It's a like
It's a game where stars rupture.
it's a colony sim. You go run around collect things. It's like Ark, but in space.
Okay.
Or not like Ark, but yeah, similar. And yes, it's been on my wish list for like 2 months or something.
By the way, I updated my wish list today for the first time in a while. I remember before I had like,
Like 4 games.
yeah, I think I'm up to
Whoa.
7 now.
Dang.
So
That's great. I need to go through and actually clean out my wish list because I like if a game goes on sale for $1 and I look at it and go, nah, I'm still not gonna buy it. I'm really not gonna get it. So
you're not gonna buy it if it's down to 49 cents either. So
right. So
Free 99.
it is really hard to not respond to those emails that say, "Hey, this game on your wish list is on sale." I just keep waiting until they're in like the $2 or $3 range, and that's when I'm gonna pull the trigger on these. But
oh,
right now they're like $11.99. I'm like, no.
Kevin responded and says, "That's what I get for trying to be nice."
Yeah, true story.
I love Kevin so much.
All right, before we get out of here, I want to remind everybody about
We're not leaving.
This is before we go on to video game news. Dubby, guys, this stuff you got to check this out. I'm still taking this almost every day. Little powder you put in a drink. I got one that's gummy bear flavored. It tastes delicious. I actually like it better than the energy drinks I used to do. True story. I went to my doctor this past week and I brought the tub with me and said, "Hey, will you look at this? I want to know that this is actually like legit. Like it's not nothing in here bad for me." And she actually read the label and she said, "No, this is fine as long as you can handle the caffeine. There's nothing in here that's bad. So there's no sugar, there's no fake sugar. It's just stuff from." I'm really enjoying it. It's a tiny little scoop of powder. You mix in a shaker. Delicious. If you guys want to try it out, go to w.gg and use promo code TheGoCast, and you can get 10% off your first order, and it helps support the show. Please give it a shot. I promise you, you are going to like it. There's so many good flavors. I'm going through the gummy bear one, but the cherry limeade is amazing. Their version of lemonade, what do you call that fruit? The Japanese yuzu, delicious. W.gg, promo code TheGoCast. All right, let's go ahead now and jump into the week's news. First things first, I want to give a shout out to our news team, Mark, Sean, and Paul. They are working hard over there, putting things on the site for us. So be sure to check out thegamingoutsiders.com. You can find out there, let's see, Harry Kruger of Returnal fame has started a new studio called Cosmic Division. You can read about that on the site. Also, there is a game called The Last Slava. It's a Eastern European goofy puzzler with a great art style that's coming soon to Steam. Check it out. The developer actually reached out to us directly and asked us to talk about it, and I think it looks really clever. Full Circle. What's
Slava?
that? Is it Slava?
Yeah.
Because like Yugoslavia, like
Yeah.
Slava. Okay. The Last Slava. I'm sorry. It's really interesting. It looks like remember Untitled Goose Game where the whole thing was to mess with everything, right? Like,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was like a puzzle game. So imagine that, but with people, and you're messing with people, but you're actually doing it to solve a mystery. Like it's all your family members, and there's like some mystery going on, and in order to get information out of everybody, you have to mess with them like on like the Goose Game. Anyway, also Full Circle is a game that is an upcoming indie JRPG inspired by golden era PS1 classics like Lunar and Breath of Fire. That looks really interesting. Formula Legends got an update with some new tracks, vehicles, and a physical edition. We also did some articles about some of the things that we're going to talk about from Summer Game Fest, including Onimusha, Way of the Sword, Final Fantasy VII Revelation, and Virtua Fighter Crossroads. Again, you can read about all of those on our website, thegamingoutsider.com. As for the rest of this news segment, we are pretty much going to talk about everything that we saw at the Summer Games Fest, which included Sony, the Games Fest itself, and Microsoft. By the time you hear this episode, unless you're listening to it live with us, you will have heard what Nintendo showed at the Direct. There's going to be a Direct tomorrow morning as of this recording at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. We'll see what's going to happen there, but they said it's going to be like 50 minutes or something like that. So that's a lengthy Direct, and I'm looking forward to seeing what there. But CB, let's start with you. Which one do you want to talk about first?
Oh, I suppose let's get PlayStations out of the way real quick.
All right, so PlayStation, that was actually the first one, so we're kind of going chronological order.
Yeah.
There was plenty of release dates for the year revealed. A lot of the things that were revealed here we already knew about. I mean, you could say the same thing about Summer Games Fest and Microsoft as well. But we did get some new games announced. Bancho the Chef, God of War La Fée, Kumuri, Rayman Legends, Retold, Stuntman Hollywood, and Until Dawn 2 were the new titles. Obviously, there were some other things that were mentioned as well that we knew about. We just got dates for them. What stood out here to you the most, CB?
First off, did you say La Fée?
Laufey?
Laufey.
Well, her name is Faye, so I thought Laufey. Okay. What's Laufey?
Her name in Jotun.
Okay. I don't speak
For being
Jotun.
an English teacher, you suck at other languages.
I mean, her name is Faye. La Fée? Anyway.
No.
What stands out to you from this list?
First off, I'm going to go on record and say this. God of War, Laufey, I'm excited for. I don't care if it's not Kratos.
I don't either. As soon as I saw this trailer, though, and I saw that it was, her being the main character, I was like, I can already see Twitter blowing up.
The
and
amount of butthurt just blows my mind.
And it, like you're not going to play Kratos in this. There's going to be sections with Kratos. There's no way it's not going to happen.
Or it's just going to be a lot of her talking to him. So there's going to be a lot of cinematic scenes.
No, you'll be playing as Kratos. You're going to be using the Blades of Chaos. There's going to be
maybe.
There's
doubt.
Maybe.
Doubt.
Don't know.
Sounds like a Portillo's bet. Portillo's bet. It's going to happen. Let's do it right now.
Slap bet.
No, I'm done doing slap bets.
No, because
I don't want to slap anybody. I don't want to be slapped.
But I want to slap you.
I know you do. I don't know why.
I also want to slap
fun.
you.
I think this looks awesome. I don't know any of the mythology, but the dude with the fire, that dude looks incredible.
The dude with the fire.
It's like the big demon looking dude. He's a massive dude. Like he's got
Surtur?
fire. Huh?
Surtur?
Dude, I don't know these names. Come on. I think it looks awesome. I love the idea because Kratos' wife, Faye, was mentioned in the previous games. And I love that this is this is what was going on while
this is prior
Kratos,
to.
right? While Kratos and Atreus were going through their adventures, Faye's in the underworld or in hell, whatever, doing her own stuff. And I just think that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. It looks like a lot of fun. Just smash all day.
And hey, you get a companion cube.
I know.
So if Kratos is off doing his own thing, how are you going to play him in her game?
That's why I'm just like, please, Scott, please slap at me.
It's going to be like a flash.
You're going to lose.
It's going to be like a flash forward type of situation.
Maybe.
No. It's telling her story. Why would it be telling her story and then fast forward to his part?
The fact that they showed Kratos in the trailer for even the briefest of moments.
Part of the God of War franchise.
Portillo's bet. Do it.
Slap bet.
I'm not doing a slap bet.
Moving along.
Yes.
Control Resonance. Every time I see this, I'm so excited.
Mm-hmm. I don't even need to see any more. I'm sold.
Nope. From this point forward, I know it comes up again in another showcase. I don't want to see any more trailers. Don't show me anymore. Don't tell me anymore. Just drop this game, and unless they show me Atis in it, then I'm like, okay.
I will say another one that we already knew about, Ace Combat 8, Wings of Thief. Dude, I actually pre-ordered. I haven't pre-ordered a game in a while. When I pre-ordered,
it'll be fun. I just don't like the title.
I don't know what thief means. I don't care.
It feels like
style.
it's probably the name of whatever country it's going to take place in, but it's supposed to be like a play on Wings of Thieves or something. So I'm just like, meh. Banjo the Chef looks interesting. It's not really my thing. Dune Awakening.
Did you play Dave the Diver at all?
No, I still haven't played it. So
I mean,
I Dave the Diver first.
Yeah, if you haven't, I mean, Dave the Diver is great, but
I know. Dune Awakening. We've known this is coming for a while.
Mhm.
It looks like Dune. Cool. Dynasty Warriors 3 remastered.
I thought Jake was going to be stoked about this.
Oh, Jake and I are both excited for this because this is back to the PS2 era of Dynasty Warriors.
And not just PS2 era, like early PS2 era.
Yeah, like when those games were just dumb fun.
Yeah, when they were like, oh, we can have this many people on a screen at once.
Yeah,
3. all of 4 people.
Right.
Yep. Wolverine. It still looks great. Seeing the healing factor through the clothes was awesome.
That is really cool. Man, and they're just not holding back at all with the violence in this either. It is.
No.
It's exactly what a Wolverine game should be.
Well, I mean, they need a really good selling, like, because like you and I talked about this. Like the last really good one to me was Guardians of the Galaxy. Which
I didn't play through Spider-Man 2, so I don't know how good that one was.
I did. It to me, it wasn't as good as the first one, but
yeah, I mean, the first one was just chef's kiss. But
the Avengers game was still a turd.
I mean, it's kind of universal sentiment on that one. I don't think anybody really liked it, and it's too bad because we were all stoked for it. Do you remember when that trailer first dropped? We're like, finally, this is going to be great. And
then they just decided to like drop the ball.
Yeah,
like unbelievably hard.
By the way, Wolverine is one of many games that's coming out in September. Did you see the slate of games for September?
It's going to be an insane slate
because everybody's just trying to get their game released before November when Grand Theft Auto
you and I also talked about this the other day. I think it's the dumbest thing ever. Some of these games should have been released in the summer when people, like kids, your target audience, has time to play them.
If they're not done though, man, that's the thing. You know,
no, because they just released them so close to award season, so they're like, "Look, we're fresh in your memory."
But I mean, November is going to be just barren because nobody wants to. Like, I want to go through the list. I should have done this before here and just look at what games are releasing around the time of Grand Theft Auto 6 because, like, you know, it's just be crazy.
Ill looks
holy cow.
That game looks. I've been a little burned out on zombie games for a while, but this game looks
unsettling.
Oh, I love it. It looks awesome. Then like Kanamori, No Rest for the Wicked, whatever. Onimusha, yeah.
The demo is out. I haven't played it, but Zach did. He said it's pretty good.
Yeah, and then Phantom Blade Zero. I don't know where I sit on this one yet, but only time will tell.
All right. What you, Jake? Anything stand out to you from you're more of the Sony guy. We're the PlayStation guys usually. I'm sorry, we're the Xbox guys.
I'm looking up one real quick because I haven't heard this name in forever. But Stuntman was, I don't know if there was a sequel to it, but the first one was on I think the PS2,
Xbox, original Xbox. Yeah,
it was basically a game that was behind the scenes that would explain to you how they do certain scenes, and then you had to try to do your best to act them out for the movie that you were in.
Yeah, but check this out. So what they've done with this one is they've actually incorporated actual movies and TV shows. So Knight Rider is in here, Back to the Future is in here, Fast and the Furious. I mean, there's real properties that you're actually doing stunts for, which is a pretty cool selling point to me.
Right?
Especially Knight Rider. When's the last time we had anything cool with Knight Rider?
I just remember in the first one, it was like you would screw it up and they'd be like, cut, try it again.
Mhm.
Like, oh well, okay. I guess I have 400 vehicles that I can just smash. That's fine. So, yeah, I kind of want to see where this one goes, and I kind of want to try it. Who's who's got volume?
Yeah.
How
Oh,
about
man.
how about the Jurassic Park, the unofficial Jurassic Park game?
Dude, the
I-
Lost Wild looks so good.
It does, but it's like I was like, oh, this is a Jurassic Park extraction shooter. Some,
Yeah.
like they even call it Lost Wild. That sounds pretty close to the
yeah.
Lost World.
Also, Tomb Raider. Yeah.
Yeah, they got a little in trouble though. Some of their stuff that was using AI, they got was all over.
I don't care.
Don't do
I
that.
know.
The
Until-
problem is it's everybody's at this point in time, it feels like everybody's gonna use it. I've just gotten to the point that I'm so tired of everybody complaining about AI. I've just gotten to the point I don't care anymore.
Mhm.
I'm so tired of hearing about it. Like
Well,
whether they say they're going to use it or not, they're going to find a way to use it, and then they're just going to cover it up.
yeah.
So,
Well, we've had that argument before too. I think a lot of the stuff that they use in this particular case was like pre-production stuff, which is different than just using AI to make your game. It's just like to
Yeah.
get the juices flowing kind of thing. So not as
or it's
mad
like
at
just
that.
oh look, we rendered some background using AI. Cool. I don't care.
What about Until Dawn 2? That was kind of a surprise.
Okay, I've got some things to say.
All right.
Don't you always? I mean,
I do. I usually do. Okay, so you look at things like Silent Hill Downfall, and then you look at The Lost Wild, and then you look at Tomb Raider, and I'm like, man, these games look gorgeous. And then you look at Until Dawn, and I'm like, I feel like we're playing a PS4 game.
Like I feel like the original Until Dawn looked better than this.
It did.
But
I'm like, bro, like what happened? You guys were like pushing the edge of mocap, and it feels like you guys just turned on every Brighton shader. And it just what happened?
and like the faces have no like definition to them.
They
just
look
like
flat.
they look like doll faces.
Yeah, it doesn't look right. The moment I saw like, oh look, we're in this jungle paradise, and immediately my brain went to Club Dread. And I'm like, the first game was so good, and it had like that ambiance of terror.
Mhm.
This just like, look, we're gonna be campy and fun, and now there's a murderer in the jungle.
Well, maybe it's a ways off, and maybe some of that stuff will get touched up. And I don't know if the gameplay's fun and the story's good.
I mean, I expect that to be good. But
I just remember with the original Until Dawn, I got a buddy that does not play games, and he came over and sat and watched me play through the entire game. Like he was helping me make decisions as I went, and he was entertained just watching the game.
well, and that's the thing is like, so you have Until Dawn and the Dark Pictures anthology. They all look so good.
Mhm.
And to me, this one looks like a step back.
I agree. I don't think it looks great, but I'll still probably check it out just for the fact that I got a buddy that would be interested in doing that because nobody wants to watch me play games. So, what do you guys feel about Rayman Legends Retold? I've never played the Rayman
I was
Legends.
never a big Rayman fan.
I wasn't either. I was like I appreciate it from a distance, so I'm not jump up and down excited, but yeah, I'm happy for people that
Yeah,
love
mean,
that series. So
I'm not going to yuck anybody's yum on that one. So
Yeah,
it's
totally.
just it's not my thing.
all right, so that is PlayStation. Obviously, we didn't cover everything, but
We pretty much did.
yeah, I guess we did, didn't we? We at least named everything.
Yeah, I just went down and I'm just like, okay, quick couple seconds on each.
Yeah. Jake, how about you? Which one do you want to do next?
we can do the Xbox One.
Xbox.
Oh, now
Alright,
we're going
so-
a little out of order.
A little out of order. That's okay. First thing that was interesting about this to me was that exclusives are making a comeback with the Xbox. This is Asha Sharma's first time being in charge during one of these events. So
Good.
she had a lot of things to prove, and one of the things that she mentioned was exclusives, but only 2 games. So
Gotta
Gears
start
of
somewhere, man.
I know Gears of War E-Day and
Exclusive.
exclusive to consoles. I mean, it's going to be on PC, but it's going to be a console exclusive on Xbox.
Microsoft essentially owns PC.
Right. And then the other one is oh boy, Clockwork. I completely forgot the name
Clockwork
of it now.
Imaginarium or something.
Not Imaginarium. It was
Yeah,
towards
imagine I have no idea.
Clockwork. Oh god, I literally
Revolution. Clockwork
Yeah.
Revolution is
Like,
the other.
I literally just had my list up and I was like, for some reason, I'm like Imaginarium. Some
So what's interesting to me is that those 2 games, Clockwork Revolution and Gears of War E-Day, are both going to be console exclusives to Xbox. Obviously, going to be on PC.
Good.
You know what's not going to be console exclusive?
Call of Duty.
Halo. Halo is not going to be console exclusive.
Okay. Here's my thing. That one, don't care.
I know we
Don't
don't
care
play
simply for the
Halo as
reason-
much as everybody else.
No. You need to back that train up. I have played every Halo game that has ever come out.
Well, so
Here's the
have I,
problem. It's
except for
not
the
a
Halo
new
Wars.
Halo game.
Halo
it's a
Tactics.
Let somebody else enjoy it.
It's a remake. It's another remake of the first Halo, right?
Yep. It's just another remake of the first Halo.
Mhm.
Let someone else enjoy it.
I wouldn't mind playing through it again.
That's fine. You can still play through it again.
It'll be on Game Pass, so
Yeah. So to me, it's just like it'll be on Game Pass. So let the PlayStation people pay for it.
I don't have a. To be clear, I don't have a problem with it. I'm happy that PlayStation owners and maybe even Switch 2 owners down the road can get to play some of these games. But I just want to understand the rationale from Microsoft. To me, Halo was a flagship title, or I guess it used to be. It hasn't been. Halo
It's-
Infinite was great. I love that campaign.
Yeah.
Legitimately love that campaign. I'm not a multiplayer guy, so I didn't get deep into that like everybody else did. But it's just as bizarre to me. Do I think that Gears should be an exclusive if you're going to do one? Yes, absolutely. Clockwork Revolution, brand new IP. Is that's
Yeah,
an
it's
interesting.
exclusive.
Yeah, it's just I want to know why. I'm not bothered either way. I want more people to be able to play these games. I'm very curious to understand the rationale behind taking Halo, making that to everybody, but hiding Gears behind.
Because when you
Xbox
look
console.
at everything else they're releasing here,
Mhm.
almost everything else we already knew was coming from before Asha took over.
Right.
So I feel that it's these new titles that they're like, okay, these ones we're gonna make sure that these are tent poles. Like we're gonna stick on these. Like they're fulfilling their obligation as like, okay, like Call of Duty, we knew like that was part of the whole, like, okay, we're gonna have to release this on everything. Like that was part of the deal for buying it.
Well, that also got pulled from Game Pass, right?
For now, I still think it's going to come back to Game Pass. It's just going to be after a while, then it will be on Game Pass.
Makes sense. The other thing. Oh, go ahead.
But yeah, everything else on here, I'm like, okay, I'm not surprised by any of this being like other. Okay, there's one title, Senua. I feel I was a little surprised that they were like, we're going to make this one console exclusive.
Well, I want to talk about that game though too, because boy, it looks like they've done a lot more with the combat in that game now, doesn't it?
They're fleshing that out as a full-on franchise, like franchise going forward.
And this is coming from a guy that didn't play the second one. So now I kind of wonder if I should go back and play the second one, because that third one suddenly piqued my interest a lot more.
Yeah.
Because I kind of glossed over the second one because I just didn't want to do more of those perspective puzzles from the first one. I was more enchanted by the sound design in the original game than anything else. But now that it looks like they've got some gameplay that looks really interesting to me, I'm stoked. The other thing that they revealed here before the games, or I was in the middle of the presentation, was this new 25th anniversary Xbox Series X, Which
I'm going to buy one.
are you? Because I think it looks pretty awesome, man. It
Because I have
the actual original.
the original in the see-through green.
Yeah, because one of the
I
original
must
Xboxes was like
acquire.
translucent dark green, so you could see the innards. And they're basically doing an Xbox Series X of that, and the controller is that way too. And I've learned since the presentation that there's going to be a separate SKU for the controllers, so you can actually get just a controller. But do you think this is going to be a situation like the PS4 500,000 edition or
Yep.
whatever, where it's going to be like stupid hard to get and
Yep.
collector's item, or is this going to be one that's going to be readily available?
Anytime
hard to get.
Yeah, anytime that you have something that collectors or people are going to want to have, there are going to be a million scalpers trying to get their hands on it.
This is going to be a scalper fight.
I just, that's a situation where just charge $1,500 for it, guys. Just do it. Make the scalpers do it and then be stuck with them. I don't know. I think it's cool, but
no, you charge $1,500 day one, and then you drop the price to like $900 a week later.
The problem is then you would have some legitimate people.
No, you do that. That's how you combat scalpers, but you don't tell them that you're going to drop the price like $600-700 after a week. So you watch all the scalpers just nom 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 nom, and then they're like, boom, bottom the price out.
I would love to see a company do that.
But then you go, if you return them brand new, like, we'll refund the difference. Because then you just watch all the scalpers just offload and be like, suckers.
There's got to be something that can be done. But anyway,
the only thing that probably could be done could probably be seen as an invasion of privacy. So
yeah,
they're going to need a lot of information out of you.
Speaking of games,
we got a whole bunch of games that were shown here that were new ones. So I'm going to read through them. You guys stop me.
Matter.
Huh?
There's only a few that matter.
All right. Well, you stop me when you want to talk about one. We already talked about Senua, which is just Senua. It's not Senua Sacrifice, Senua Saga. It's just Senua. We've also got Wolong 2, Spyro: A Realm Beyond, which looks like a remake of, or is it a new Spyro game?
I think it's a new Spyro.
I thought that was pretty cool. Doom: The Dark Ages is getting some new DLC called Revelations.
Cool.
And then go ahead.
I said just cool.
I didn't play through the whole first game, so I should remedy that. I thought this was pretty big news, even though I've not played more than an hour in the series. But Persona 6 was released. I did not see that coming. It was very much a teaser trailer, but man, people.
I like how you're like, I don't see it coming, but they keep making Persona games. Like at some point,
Persona 5 was PS4 though. That was a long time ago, man.
So yeah, I guess it makes perfect sense that 6 is here.
Yeah,
finally.
The Crazy Taxi World Tour name was revealed.
Okay. Did Grant make a prediction that Crazy Taxi was getting a new game this year? That's all I care about.
Did he?
Doesn't he make one every year?
That he didn't make the prediction, and it finally freaking happens.
We'll have to wait till in a year to see what happens there.
I'm excited for a new Crazy Taxi.
Sea of Thieves, it wouldn't be a Microsoft presser if they didn't do an update on Sea of Thieves.
Custom seas, extra waves.
Same thing with Elder Scrolls Online, the Thieves Guild update.
And Fallout 76.
Infestation. Age of Empires 4, Raiders of the North DLC. Game called Bad Magpie. This is, I'm sorry, I hate to be this guy, but like, whenever I hear world premiere, I sit up and I go, all right, here we go. And then this is what they show. And I'm like,
that's so cute.
I don't know. Maybe it's super fun, but this is not what I get excited about when I hear world premiere. I don't know. Vivarium. Join Us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Join Us looks all right.
Join Us looks so much fun.
Join Us looks all right.
It's like a cult from like the 1970s, and it's a 1 to 4 player like colony sim, and you just run around recruiting people and building up your cult, and they do crazy things like summon aliens and stuff. So yeah, it looks outlandishly awesome.
All right.
Yeah, that one seems like it'd be a fun, stupid team game. I'm all for it.
All right. And lastly, this one stuck out to me: Magicians, The Devil's Deal.
Dude, Magicians look so good.
Doesn't it?
I'm so excited for Magicians. I saw that and I'm like, this looks. At first, I'm like, this looks kind of dumb, and then I watched like what it evolves into, and I'm like, this game looks rad.
I mean, we don't get a whole lot of fresh ideas, and I think this is as fresh as they come. I mean, it's still a
Magic
first-person
BioShock.
shooter. It's magic. It does have like a BioShock feel to it.
It's Magic BioShock.
I was gonna say, doesn't Bioshock have magic in it?
Right, but this is like
No.
magic in
Magic
terms of
Magic had super powered slugs.
right.
This is like Magic BioShock. Like, dude, I can full on gambit people in this. Come on.
This is like actually doing traditional magician
You
tricks.
have a wand.
Yeah, you have an actual black wand with a white tip. You have cards. You're doing like you're binding people with chains. You're doing things that you see at a variety show, magic show.
Well, you made it. You've clearly made a deal with the devil, and now the devil's come due.
Yeah. Well, I think this game looks great. I love it when there's like a new idea like this. It's still a shooter, like I said. You're still
I mean, Bad
just
Magpie
using
was a new
magic.
idea.
Huh?
Bad Magpie was a new idea.
World premiere.
World premiere. All right, that leaves us with the Summer Games Fest. I don't want to.
Sir, you skipped some games.
Okay, all right.
Metro 2039.
We knew about.
I know, but still. Plague Tale Legacy, Resonance.
You didn't play the second one.
I did play the second one.
You didn't finish it.
I got bored.
Yeah.
So
I got bored.
I don't know, like this makes me want to go back and finish the second one. But then Fable, man. Fable.
I love the tone, the sense of humor in that game.
I'm so excited. Like, how long has it been since they announced this game?
Well, they pushed it back to February now, right?
I know, but I think when they originally announced this, it was like right at the beginning of the Xbox One era.
Right. Yeah.
So this game has been in for a long time.
And I feel like we still don't really know what it is because like everything that we see doesn't feel like gameplay.
It's Fable.
They showed gameplay in that trailer.
Did they?
Yeah.
Maybe I completely missed it. I was watching it, but I was also taking notes. Maybe I just
it's a completely open world. Like it looks gorgeous.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm stupid excited for that. And what
we didn't talk. Oh, you can kick chickens. I remember that. And
yeah, I saw it. Like, dude, and he full on punts that chicken.
Yeah. No, we just kind of glossed over Gears of War E-Day. The what's that?
The E-Day trailer.
Yeah, the E-Day trailer. Anybody else a little weirded out seeing those guys in like civilian clothes?
like young Dom.
Huh? Yeah, right.
I'm like, bro, is that a young Dom? First off, I miss the Gears 1 and 2 just like ultra jacked cogs.
Well, I mean, it's
like
partially
in this,
armor, right?
They don't. But now that it's been cleaned up, like they seem smaller.
Well, they're not wearing the armor, man.
He's wearing armor in this.
Not the same armor.
It's early armor.
Okay,
but I mean, he's clearly wearing armor.
Here's the thing: they did an after the presentation, they did a deep dive into E-Day, and there was one thing that stood out to me because one of my favorite things to do in Gears of War in terms of multiplayer was horde mode, and they're doing like 12 player horde mode now. Dude, that is the answer to our community game nights now. Is I want to do 12 player
horde.
Oh my god, that sounds so much fun. I loved horde mode so much.
Again, this goes back to the conversation you had the other day. I'm still mad. Where is Gears 6?
It's gonna happen because 5 left on a cliffhanger, like you said.
5 left on a cliffhanger, but that was years.
That was 7 years ago, 8 years ago.
Years, and we can't finish that story, but we're We're gonna go all the way back to the beginning.
Dude, I'm more excited for this than Gear 6. Honestly,
I want to finish the story. I need to know.
well, I would want to as well, but I'm still more excited for this. I think this looks awesome, and get to see, man, get to see them become Gears. It's gonna be great. I'm stoked.
Cogs,
yeah.
Sprockets.
Spacely.
We also didn't mention the Castlevania game, Belmont's Curse. I know we knew about that one, but we got to see more of that. That's going to be a day one for me, unless it's in September. I don't remember the date of that one.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, there's also Minecraft Dungeons 2.
Minecraft Dungeons 2, which, we didn't talk about Minecraft Dungeons 1 a ton, but that game was shockingly good. It was way better than I expected it to be.
Also, for what it was, yes.
Yeah.
But it didn't need a sequel.
Yeah. Valor Mortis.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. That looks.
I was like, bro, like you skipped some big stuff.
So we're watching this, and I was watching this with Paul from our news team, because we were kind of putting together an article for the site, and we're watching this. He's like, "Oh, what is this? Like 20 seconds in the trailer, he's like, oh, is this Napoleon Bonaparte simulator or whatever?" Yeah. Turns out it is. They do the whole, like, his hand goes into his shirt, and then
with robot dudes.
Oh my God, the game looks really awesome. I'm really stoked about this one.
Valor Mortis looks really good. Where the Winds Meet looks gorgeous.
Where Winds Meet, isn't that a free to play game?
I think so.
I think it was just an update for that, I thought, but
it looks really pretty.
They also showed some Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, but it was like the DMZ mode, and it didn't really do anything for me. In fact, I didn't even think it looked good.
So I'm so burnt on Call of Duty. Unless you're actually releasing a standalone campaign, I'm so Call of Duty'd out.
I'm with you. I don't want to pay the $70 for the whole thing if all I'm going to play is the campaign and beat it in 8 or 10 hours.
6 hours, like a really short campaign, and then just like chock full of like, look at my 150 gigabyte multiplayer game.
Right.
Yep.
What's crazy is that the first trailer that we saw of that looked better than this by a long shot. I did not think this looked that good. I'm not talking about like gameplay. I'm just talking about graphics wise. I just didn't. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not impressed. And then also Clockwork Revolution.
Well, hang on. Jackson Hampton here says Game Pass it. I would love to, but if they're taking Call of Duty away from Game Pass, I'll just wait until it does come to Game Pass. I'm not going to play it at launch.
Yeah, I'm just going to wait for it to come to Game Pass. I'm going to play through the story, and then I'm just not going to care.
Yeah. All right. Can I go to the Summer Game Fest now?
Yes, you can finally go to Summer Game Fest.
All right.
The Jeff Kanata, not Jeff Kanata. God, what's
Jeff Keighley?
Jeff Keighley show, and like look at my buddy show.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know why we're getting a whole bunch of hate on Jeff Keighley. I like Jeff Keighley, but anyway,
Keighley's fine, but it's always like, look at my friend in the crowd. He's here.
So, let's talk about what they opened up with.
There's only one thing that matters,
which is so weird, because not in a couple hours before this happened, I was hanging out with you. Remember?
Yep.
You were hanging out at my house, and you were saying, "Boy, Scott, you've never played you've never played."
I'm pretty sure I used the phrase, "You're a freaking idiot," using more adult, harsh language for not playing Code Veronica X.
Correct. And I was like, well, let me look into it. And then by coincidence, a half hour later, I get an alert from Wario64 on Twitter saying that the game's on sale on Xbox for like $3. And I was like, well, maybe I should just check it out. And I was like, oh, you know what? I already have access to it. I've already bought it before when it was on sale. So I guess I should play it. And then a couple hours later, this gets announced. And, we didn't get gameplay. We just got screenshots or whatever. But the question is...
There was a little bit of a cinematic. There was
not
like
screenshots.
Cinematic.
I meant cinematic. That's what I meant to say.
But here's the thing: if you remember playing the most recent Resident Evil, it looks that good.
It does look that good.
So
but here's my question: should I go back and play the original now, like right before that comes out, or should I just play the new?
Yes, because already the setting that this takes place in is slightly different than the original.
I don't know which you were saying yes to.
You should go back and play the original stuff.
How long is it? Long?
No, like you beat it in like less than 12 hours.
Okay. Anyway,
It's not super long.
the crowd erupted when that thing was over. It was pretty cool because like
I d-
watching it,
I've
you didn't
got
know what it
goosebumps now.
was. You had no idea what it was until they pulled back and they said Claire's name, and it was like, oh, that was pretty cool.
There were hints throughout it because I mean, like you could tell that Capcom creepy face. Like,
yeah,
on
I
the
was
wall.
just gonna say it looked
You're
like a
just like-
Capcom game.
I'm like, because at first, like you could tell that it's in Paris, and I'm like, are we already getting another new Resident Evil? Or I thought it was like a DLC for Requiem.
Hmm.
And then they do this, and I'm like, and bro, it's got hunk in it.
Oh my goodness.
So much hunk.
We also got a Cuphead sequel, but not what you think. It is a 16-bit 2D side scroller based on Cuphead. They're actually making a Genesis cartridge for it, I believe. That's because you can get a physical version of that. That looks kind of cool. I don't think I saw what Haex is. I must have missed that one. Haex? I don't remember.
What the hakes is that?
I don't know. More importantly, though, was a TMNT Last Ronin. This was a reveal. This, if you remember, this was supposed to be a movie, and it got scrapped. And then back as
dude. So when I watched the trailers, I got chills.
Yeah, I have not read the graphic novel, but
it's really good.
Yeah,
it's done really dark.
I was gonna say if it's done right, it's gonna be.
This is gonna be. You want to talk about what could quite possibly be one of the most violent games of the year? This by a long shot.
Well, it's done by Platinum, so it's got some pedigree behind it. I'm definitely intrigued.
But as they're zooming out and you hear that dun 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 dun, dun like, but that slower pace, like off key, and I'm like, oh, dude, it's sending a chill up my spine already.
Mm-hmm.
See what else we got. Stop me if you want to talk.
Alien
An extremely hard
Isolation
game.
2. Alien Isolation 2.
Crossfire.
You said let's see what else you have. Stop me if you want to talk, and I thought that was the name of a game. I was like, where is that on the list?
Stop me if there's a game you would like to discuss. An extremely hard game.
I understand that now. Thanks, Scott.
Crossfire. Guild Wars 3.
Crossfire.
Dude, I thought of that as soon as I saw that title. Crossfire, for those that grew up in the 90s, will remember the little board game. I had Crossfire.
The greatest board game TV commercial of all time.
You get caught up in the
Crossfire.
Such a fun game, too. Remember, that was a great Christmas when we got that as a gift. It was
still have mine.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Man, we should bust that out and play that.
Oh,
does it still work?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know how.
Nothing's better than shooting ball bearings at your friend.
I mean, it's on a table. It's not like you're shooting them.
It doesn't take much to take the guns off the board.
Anyway, Guild Wars 3 was not on my bingo card for
not
E3
at all.
season. Holy cow, that came out of nowhere. I had a buddy that was obsessed with Guild Wars. I won't touch it because I'm afraid of MMOs, but I'm very happy for people that are excited about that. Gundam Rogue Orbit. I'm
excited.
Yeah?
Yeah. Zone of Enders, bro.
Okay.
It reminds me of Zone of Enders so much.
Very little about either of those franchises. 1666 Amsterdam. This was technically a re-reveal, but because it was formerly canceled. That's people that did Assassin's Creed as well.
The OG Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
But it's witchcraft.
Saw Genesis was revealed.
Don't care.
Among Us on Guard.
Don't care.
Monster Hunter Wilds Ascendance.
Jake might care.
Oh.
Are you over?
They have this loop now where they release a main game and then they release DLC that opens up end game content, and it's just a huge loop. And so yeah.
Hot Wheels Infinite Rush. More racing on those orange tracks, right? Attack on Titan 3. This one, The Wolf Among Us remastered.
Finally.
No. Remastered. That's not Wolf Among Us 2.
Oh. Somebody sent me that it was Wolf Among Us 2. No,
Um, I was working. I didn't watch this live.
no,
is it?
It is Wolf Among Us 2. You shut your
Okay.
mouth.
Okay,
It's Wolf Among Us 2, and it's coming with the remaster.
Okay. All right.
I was like, no, you shut your mouth, because I got super excited when they announced this.
I mean, it's like what, 12 years in the making now. Like, how long ago was?
Longer than that?
That's been all
like early 360 era.
Oh, my goodness,
man.
so violent.
I don't even remember. I would have to go back and replay the first one.
Good thing they're bundling them together.
I mean, I already have them. I'm not gonna go. I mean, I guess
remastered.
No, but if they're okay, here's the thing: if you're gonna bundle it, then let me pre-order it, but give me the remaster of the first one leading up to it. You know what I'm saying? Like the same thing. Okay, the Ace Combat 8 we talked about earlier. If you pre-order that, they give you a remastered, or maybe not remastered, but they also give you the Belkin War, which was like
God, wasn't it like 4?
That's after Belkin War was after 4. I think it was actually even after 5. But like, give me that.
Was a while ago.
If I pre-order it, give it to me now so I can play it leading up to it.
No.
I mean, I know there's no way to do that because you can just back out of your pre-order, I suppose, but there's got to be a way. Like, lock it in. Give me the
play
thing
the
now.
first one. The first one's already there. This remaster, right? So
yeah, but it's on like PS2.
And
I don't have a PS2.
It's
and
Among Us is 360.
I'm talking about Ace Combat.
No. Anyway,
we on 360.
We are a video game podcast with friends who are collectors and stuff. It's not like we don't have the resources.
I own the Belkin War.
Okay.
I have a PS2. CB has a PS2.
I have a couple of them.
Right. I have, yeah.
You can play on my bougie PS2.
All right. We've also got Stellar Blade, Blood Rain, and Final Fantasy VII Revelation. It was finally given a name. And no, it's not Reunion. I don't know if either of you played the first two, but it was kind of assumed that the third one was going to be Reunion after how much they used that word in the second one. But got a lot of applause. Here's the thing. I'm going to play this, but honestly, it's almost like out of obligation at this point because I want to see what they do to conclude this story with this like rebooted version of it. But man, if they make this game as large as they did the last one, Rebirth, dude, there was so much stuff in Rebirth and so much stuff that they forced you to do, like the mini games that they forced you to do. You could not just blast through that game and get through the story.
Bloated.
I really hope they learn from that and do not do that. And I don't think they're going to, because this is the last hurrah, right? There's
until they do a Final Fantasy Dirge of Cerberus.
I mean, was that a fighting game? No,
it's like a sniper game.
There was a fighting game.
It's Vincent.
I know who.
There's been a few of the like Final Fantasy VII offshoots.
I mean, here's the thing is like normally when a game like this comes out, I want to go back and play through the first games leading up to it in preparation. And I don't really have any desire to do that. Maybe the first one, because I actually really liked the first one. I didn't hate the second one. I just was like so ready for it to be done by the time I got there.
You know what I mean? Still so long. I don't know why you want to go back and replay it.
I mean, I guess just watch a recap video or something, but like,
I'm sure they'll recap it before. There's so many games coming out this year. I would not waste my time replaying Final Fantasy VII.
I know,
just remake the first.
But I mean, they almost have many Final Fantasy VIIs as they do actual numbers. At this point, we've got 7 sevens and 14 other ones, so
14 threes and 9 twos.
I don't know, man, but like I wish I were more excited. I don't want to say that I'm gonna hate play it, but like
it lost its luster for me.
It is a dead horse.
But
let's keep beating.
But I feel like we're in the minority. I feel like a lot of people are really stoked about this game. Like,
but they're stoked because again, we waited forever for it. They redid it, then they took forever, and they released the second part, and then they took forever, and now they're doing the third part. So there's a lot of people that are excited to be like, finally, I can just be like, I'm done with this. Let's put it to bed.
Yeah, but I don't want to be excited about something just so that I can be done with it. You know what I mean? Like it kind of hurts my soul that like back when they announced when they first announced this during the PS4 era, and we were like, heck yeah, dude, this is awesome. Can't wait. You go back and tell that person now that I'm like just like lukewarm on playing the finale of this. Sounds crazy.
They originally teased this during the PS3 era.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah. Because that's what
it was like right. It was right before the PS4. That's how long this has been there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you're right. Yeah. Holy cow. So that's all the new stuff. Anything else that they showed that we already knew about that you guys are? Alien Isolation 2. You wanted to mention
Star Wars Zero Company, Alien Isolation 2.
Go ahead.
Alien Isolation 2. That's all I gotta say. I mean, we got a longer trailer. This game looks gorgeous. It's gonna be on a planet instead of in space.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh, I know what I wanted to talk about. We already knew about Stranger Than Heaven. Did you guys watch the presentation?
Tupac.
Dude, I don't know how I feel about that, man. That feels a little.
You want to talk about AI garbage trash? There you go.
Not even the AI aspect of it. It just feels. I understand that his estate like signed off on this and whatnot. That still just doesn't feel right to me.
No.
Like putting somebody else's likeness after they're dead. I mean, we had the same conversation with using James Earl Jones' voice for Star Wars, right?
If you want to get me excited about like having Tupac in a game, give me an alternate reality where Tupac's still alive.
Okay, I don't think. Well, I mean, that's what they're doing, right?
I know, but like I'm very apprehensive on how they're gonna play this out. It's just gonna. I don't feel like his family would sign off it if they're gonna do something like really crazy with it. I feel I almost feel like it's gonna be the Lenny Kravitz thing in First Light. It's there, it's short, goodbye.
But it's a selling point though. That's using a dead person's likeness as a selling point to sell this game.
I want to know what the thought process was when they were like,
I don't know.
We need a famous dead person to show up in our game to.
Also,
Tupac.
Jen Atlas looks really good.
Yeah.
Jen Atlas feels like a new take on Shadow of the Colossus with robots.
Okay.
I watched that trailer. I'm like, this looks awesome.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Jen Atlas.
Jen Atlas.
You did not see this trailer?
No. I have been
I understand it. You need to watch this trailer like as soon as possible. It legitimately looks like Shadow of the Colossus with giant robots.
It's on the screen. Are there 16 enemies?
I don't know, but it looks like just looking at the landscapes around like the robots and everything about this screams Shadow of the Colossus, but with robots.
Oh man, if that's what this is, I'm gonna have to.
It's made by the same guy that made Shadow of the Colossus too.
Oh man,
and Ico. So I'm just like, bro, this is Shadow of the Colossus robots.
Okay.
Oh, can we also talk about? I know we've already knew about this, but
Alien Isolation 2. Yes, we could talk about Alien Isolation.
Go ahead.
I'm so excited. I don't care. I told you there's only one game that matters. The rest of it, cool. It's there. It's Alien Isolation.
I still never played the first one.
It's my game of the year for the next 10 years.
It's not even out yet. You're like,
don't care.
Game of the year.
Dude, I'm still so mad at you over the fact that you haven't played Alien Isolation.
I tried it, man. I just could not get into it.
The game that is widely regarded as the best like AI engine ever created.
Two of them.
There's three. There's three.
I'm going to say one to be obnoxious and one to keep the other one in check. Like,
well, there's the AI engine for the alien. There's the AI engine for all the other characters, and then there's the overall AI engine that speaks to the other two to basically drop hints at where you are and guide the enemies to kill you.
Ugh.
They've shown the original like mapping that they did, like all the interactions, and it starts out as like 1 point, and then it just expands out to this insane web.
That's cool. We also did get another look at Star Wars Galactic Racer. They confirmed that pod racing will be in it.
Meh.
I don't know why that was a surprise. It seemed like obvious to me that pod racing was going to be in it, but
Hey, did you know that Xbox is teaming up with Xbox to do Xbox stuff?
is it Xbox or is it Xbox?
Zero Company looks pretty cool.
You mean X-Wing Com?
Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah,
what I'm excited. Blood of the Dawnwalker. I'm so burnt on vampire games, man. I don't care.
You're burnt, but you want to play the other one. You want to play Ill.
That's zombie cert. That is zombies. These are vampires.
I thought he said dog walker, and I was like, where are we going with this?
Dog walker simulator?
Blood of the dog walker? What's so important about the dog walker?
I don't know. Street Fighter. Street Fighter
11.
Also the Virtua Fighter trailer, like the people's teeth creep me out.
Plus, there's like not a whole lot of fighting in that.
I know,
better trailer.
But just every time there's probably like, I'm like, oh, just uncanny valley for days.
All right, well, that's everything that was shown at Summer Games Fest. Well, not everything. We didn't list every single game, but the things that stood out to us: Summer Games Fest, Sony State of Play, and the Xbox Games Showcase. Again, tomorrow morning, as of this recording, will be the Nintendo Direct. So if you're hearing this, we haven't seen it yet, but we'll for sure talk about it next week.
You have to help me acquire a clear green Xbox, Scott.
Okay, I'll do my best. Or maybe I'll
get one. Acquire a clear green Xbox, Scott.
we need to befriend a scalper.
Maybe I'll get one and sell it to a friend of ours for like triple the price. How about that?
Yes, I am complete agreeance in what you do for a living. Get me something.
All right, well, let's go ahead and jump into the new games that we've been playing. I don't want to jump the gun too much, but it feels like we're getting a little bit of a break so I can catch up. June 12th, starting Driftland, The Magic Revival on PS5. All the way up to June 16th, Copa City coming to PS5, Xbox Series S and X, and PC. And then on the 17th, we've got, boy, how do you pronounce this?
Dench Attack.
Okay. Dench Attack, PS5, Xbox Series console, Switch 2, and PC. Pokemon Champions on iOS and Android. Drug Dealer Simulator 2, PS5, and Xbox Series consoles. And then finally, on the 18th, we've got The Adventures of Elliot, The Millennium Tales, coming to PS5, Xbox Series consoles, Switch 2, and PC. Hashtag Drive Rally on PS5, Xbox Series consoles, and Switch. And lastly, R-Type Tactics 1 and 2 Cosmos, coming to PlayStation, Xbox Series console, Switch and Switch 2, and PC. Jake, anything on this list stand out for you?
Dench Attack.
Yeah?
That sounds I don't know. Bright colors, fast motions. You're doing skateboard tricks in a bus.
It does look entertaining. I'm not gonna lie.
CB, how about you?
You should clearly know.
I should?
Drug Dealer Simulator.
Yeah. It's gonna be Drug Dealer Simulator 2.
Oh, seriously? Wow. I thought you were gonna say R-Type.
No. Have you seen what that R-Type is? It's trash.
It's trash?
It's a hexagon movement simulator.
Oh my goodness.
It has nothing to do with R-Type. They're like, this is a tactics game. Place your things, and they fire, like, this ship will fire one time.
Ooh.
It looks, because I was like, oh sweet, a new R-Type, and then I watched the trailer, like, this looks like,
well, all the ships have that little floating thing from R-Type in the front of them still, but
it looks like butt.
For me, it's The Adventures of Elliot, The Millennium Tales. I actually wasn't even familiar with this game until David Newman pointed it out to me from our writing team, because he wants to cover this game. It looks awesome. It looks like an Octopath Traveler type of game. You know, sprites in 3D environments with gorgeous pixel art in the background. I think it looks great. So that's going to be my pick. The Adventures of Elliot, The Millennium Tales.
Speaking of other things, Scott.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce this?
I don't know. This game, I was
particulatics. Thank you.
particulitis.
No,
Particulatics.
Particulatics. So I
We-
was
we're just gonna clip this 30 seconds and then send this to the developer.
No, because
So-
the moment Scott says tickets,
Particulatics.
usually other things happen.
oh my goodness. So developer Workshop Geek actually contacted me directly and just shot me a code and said, hey, would you check out this game? And I was like, absolutely, I'll check it out. So I don't know if you guys have watched the trailer for this game, but it is a twin stick shooter, like Vampire Survivors type clone game. But this one's actually doing something kind of interesting that I think is really clever. And it's standard shoot the enemies. They leave behind something that gets you XP. You pick 1 to 3 different choices to make yourself stronger. You wind up getting permanent upgrades to make your next. It's that loop. But there's a couple things that make this one stand out. One, the art style. It's very
boxy.
Like vector graphics, the particle vector graphics. Yeah, would be a way to say that.
I get where you're. I wouldn't say quite vector graphics.
Well, I'm thinking like Geometry Wars ish, but with like more particle effects going on.
Just a ton of particle effect.
Right. So I think it looks awesome. The issue that I'm having is sometimes I struggle to differentiate between an enemy and a destroyed enemy, because what happens when you destroy an enemy, they turn into those particles, and gravity actually pulls them down to the ground like rain almost. And sometimes I go to chase them and I don't realize there's an enemy inside that cloud. So it's kind of hard to tell. My eye is just not trained for it yet. But the other thing that they do really interesting in this game is that the board is split up into these different quadrants, or if it's more than 4, it's obviously more than that, but these different pieces, and each of those sections of the board do some kind of effect. Like it might increase your damage 3-fold or 4-fold. It might increase your experience, and then you get used to it, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere it shifts and moves everything to different spots. So it kind of changes your whole strategy of these games. You're not just kind of going around willy-nilly shooting everything and destroying everything. You're trying to be more strategic and deciding, am I just looking for more power right now, or am I looking for more XP? What am I trying to accomplish? And it just kind of retrains your brain to do these games in a completely different way. I think it's worth checking out. It's only $5.99 on Steam. It's a neat little game. I'm not I haven't completed a run or anything, but I'm really enjoying it. The only thing that I'm getting used to is I'm used to this type of game just letting me shoot like crazy as much as I want. You know what I mean? Like even in like Vampire Survivors, like you start out with just a little bit, but you always have enough, right? This one is, the first 2 weapons are a sniper rifle and a shotgun, but I feel like you're constantly playing the reload game. Like it's just I want the weapons to fire faster. You know what I mean? But that's just because I'm so used to everything else. I just have to get used to this game. But yeah, particulatics. Is that how we're landing on this? Particulitix. It is on PC.
It sounds like a disease.
Particulatics.
I have particulitis. Oh no.
Particulatics. Forgive me, Workshop Geek, if I am mispronouncing that, but very interesting game. Check that out. It's on Steam for $5.99. I think it's actually even on sale as of right now.
All right. Well, speaking of games with a strange name, you both have been playing a game called Trick Shotters.
Yes, it's Steam Next Fest.
Beer pong Killer Queen Black.
Yeah, they actually are marketing this game as beer pong with guns, which I don't think is a really tell you what this game is at all. But this is just a demo, to be clear. We did not get a full copy of this game. But again, developer Lumari Games reached out to me and said, hey, here's 4 codes for this game. Will you please try it out and talk about it on the show? So we did. And I saw the trailer, which, by the way, you can check that trailer in the show notes. You got to see what this game is. It's a 2D plane, think Smash Brothers, but instead of smacking each other around, your character is a beer pong cup on legs, and you were shooting ping pong balls into the opponent's open cup in the top of their head, basically.
We were playing this, and the only thing that I could think of was the Dane Cook joke where he's talking about the Kool-Aid man going through walls.
Oh,
and
yeah.
and debris is falling in his big dumb open head.
Yes. My dad's gonna come home. He's gonna be so angry. So we only played 3 players. We played with Joel, actually.
You were supposed to contact me.
Oh, sorry. No, we didn't have another code. We gave another code to one of our other writers, and he was supposed to play with us tonight, and he got tied up, so he wasn't able to. But
Unfortunate.
this game has some promise. I know it's only a demo. There's not a whole lot of content in it right now, but we had some good laughs with this game, did we not, Jake?
It was entertaining to say the least.
So the thing that they let you do in this game is they let you do the Mega Man X deal where you can climb onto walls. You can grab onto the side of a wall and like kick your way up. So you don't have that in Smash Brothers. But again, just the novel idea of not just shooting your opponent, you're actually trying to get a ball into the top of your opponent. And what's interesting is, like, after each round, each player gets a certain number of points for how many kills they get. But in this case, you actually get more points if you do some kind of fantastical shot. Like if you can bounce it off of a ceiling into the top of the cup, that's worth 2. You know what I mean? Jake didn't
look like there was a slam shot.
We didn't get slam shots. We were still trying to figure out some of the special moves and stuff in the last couple rounds, but you're definitely incentivized to hit things off of walls and do goofy things. It's ridiculously fun. I was having a lot of good time. Jake, what did you think?
There was one moment I think Scott killed me, but I had the last laugh because I had shot a ball beforehand and my ball was just kind of bouncing around a little bit, and Scott decided to go catch the ball, and it killed him with like a +4. And so while I did lose that round, I did end good. I got the most points in that round because I got a +4.
Right.
Because the ball did some really cool things before it actually went into a cup.
So he lost the battle, but he won the war.
Hell yeah.
What happened?
Good job.
It's a really clever concept. I just feel like it needs
some refining,
a little bit of polish, and a little bit more. The tutorial is like 10 seconds. This game.
Well, I mean,
it doesn't need much.
Ball and cup, go.
Go ahead, CB.
No, go ahead.
This game would go great on like the Switch, being able to turn your controller sideways, because all you need is twin stick, because you need to be able to like point where the gun is going and then just fire it, because with a mouse, wherever the mouse is where he's aiming, so as your character is moving, he's just kind of whatever. So you're kind of like, I don't know, with the mouse it's harder. With a twin stick, this game would be so much faster. And so
I know when Scott originally showed me the trailer for this, like I was like, yeah, this looks like it could be some dumb fun. I feel that on PC it's kind of locked.
What do you mean?
So this feels like the perfect, like, let's get together at a party game.
Oh yeah, like on a couch. This is,
and so, but that's the problem, is it'd be very hard to do that with 4 PCs.
Mm-hmm.
So something like a Switch or a phone version of this, or like having a way to put it on, having this as like a Jackbox style game seems like a win.
Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of that, because I feel like, because Jackbox games, there's very little input, right?
Yes.
But if you
games like
everybody
this
a backbone.
Yeah, this kind of game. Well, I mean, you could do this on a modern smartphone.
Yeah.
So I feel like games like this are it seems like it'd be a niche market, but it would sell like gangbusters to that niche market.
Well, the game's also not coming out till Q3. We don't know how much it's going to cost, so I don't know if this is locked on PC or not. It was just where they sent us the code.
It said that your controller was going to be available. It just doesn't seem like it's available now.
Right. Oh, and again, I was the only one playing on Steam Deck. Boy, that was an adventure to get this game run on a Steam Deck, because once I'm in the game, gameplay's fine. Everything functions away, but I could not get past the opening menu because it required a mouse, and my touchscreen wasn't working for whatever reason. So I literally I literally got my Bluetooth mouse, and I got a Bluetooth controller, and I had it plugged in just so that I could click the button that said, no, I don't want to go to the Discord right now, and then I could start the game. And then so in between each round, I had to grab my mouse to click on like ready I wasn't able to do that with a controller. I had to get the mouse and go do that. So it's clearly not optimized for Steam Deck, but I don't expect it to be this early. But this is going to be a community game night game, especially if they could do 8. If they could do 8 on this, dude.
Get some bigger maps.
If you go full beer pong, so 10 on each side.
Oh my goodness, dude!
Oh, dude,
there's so much potential for this. I know what we saw was just like, I mean, there's probably like 5 or 6 different arenas that we got, but this could be something incredible, especially if this were to come to Game Pass and we could all play online together and just like have a blast with each other. Check it out, guys. Trick Shotters. It's all one word. Trick Shot. TERZ. Trick Shotters. It was a lot of fun. So thank you very much to Lamari Games for giving us some codes to try that out. It was a lot of fun. All right, before we move on to our topic, I got some other reviews to share with you. I sat down with Mark and also Rel to talk about some games that they've been checking out. You can hear those right now. Thank you, gentlemen. Do appreciate it as always. Want to remind everybody about our social medias, facebook.com/groups/ the GoCast, if you'd like to join the community over there. And we have a new member. The developers of The Last Slava joined not only our Discord, but also our Facebook. They followed us. They were so appreciative of the coverage, and they were just very nice in their responses to us. So Tatiana is one of the developers from Debitis. Am I pronouncing that right? Debitis Games.
That Tatiana or Tanya?
It is her email says Tatiana, but she goes by Tanya for short.
Okay.
So also check out our podcast if you can on Apple Podcasts and drop us a review. We do appreciate it. And lastly, our website is thegamingoutsider.com. There you can listen to all the episodes if you want to. It's probably easier to use one of your apps, but you can do it. Please drop us a review if you can. And also check out our written content, including Joel's review of the Caribou Trail, Rel's review of Mina the Hollerer, which, by the way, he gave a perfect 10 out of 10. And lastly, Mark recently reviewed Swan Song, which you just heard about. He really enjoyed that game quite a bit as well. All right, let's go ahead now and jump into our From the Outside In topic. It is the first of the month, which means it is time for community questions. We ask the community to provide us with questions that we can answer that make for entertaining conversation. You guys delivered. Most of them are video game related. Let's start with Drew Ross's, which is not video game related. With the holiday coming up, what's your go-to 4th of July meal? Do you eat it while you watch Independence Day? America, F yeah. I don't know. I don't think of like 4th of July as being like any specific food except hot dogs. Like it's just like the go-to, right?
I mean, I grill steaks.
Do you really on 4th of July? You grill steaks?
Yeah, dude. Okay. Nothing is better than a ribeye grilled Sinatra style.
Sinatra style.
In the rain. In the rain. What are you, Prince?
Singing in the rain? That's not Sinatra.
I was just like, what are you talking about? In the rain? No, it's breadcrumbs with garlic.
I've never breaded steak before.
Oh, breaded ribeye. It's delicious. That and strawberry pretzel salad.
Oh, I actually really like that stuff. That's
dude.
Good.
Oh, just wait. We're gonna make a bunch of it for my birthday party this year.
Yeah.
So.
Or the fluff stuff that's got the marshmallows in it. Like pistachios, whatever. Pistachio with fluff.
Oh, pistachio's gross.
They make a cherry one too. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What about you, Jake? Anything you guys eat specifically on 4th of July?
Ribs, brats,
oh yeah,
hot dogs, beer.
I had ribs for the first time with you recently. Remember that?
Wait. Like shocked. the first time ever?
I had never had ribs.
Shocked.
I had never had ribs before.
You were a heathen.
Right.
Listen up. Fuck. Yeah. Sorry, Kevin. That's how surprised I am by that statement that you just made.
I'm gonna be really interested to go back and hear.
I didn't finish the word, so it's fine.
Kevin goes back and cleans that up. I don't know if he's gonna put a beep in there or what.
I hope he does. It just needs to be a beep. But what? You live in the Midwest. There are plenty of places around here that do like all you can eat ribs. And you've never had ribs. What is wrong with you?
I've just always been
You-
like,
You don't you eat it like Texas Roadhouse all the time?
He orders
Yeah,
chicken tenders.
they-
Come
no,
on.
I don't. I order steak.
They have great ribs.
God.
You never went to Smoky Bones?
Well,
No, they don't
Smoky
exist
Bones is
anymore.
Terrible, anyways.
I don't have anything. I mean, just there's something about hot dogs, but I feel like like the all beef hot dogs. Not even like I don't even put any like stuff on it. No
You're
mustard.
from
nothing.
Wisconsin. It should be brats.
I do love brats, but that's more of a baseball game thing.
But
for
then
me.
again,
And then
you're
you
like, I
boil
love-
them.
Boil my brats.
Okay,
I'm gonna
okay.
throw
Have
you
we,
off a cliff.
have we talked about this on the show before? Or is this just
Oh,
something
no.
we talked about?
Scott Clark's weird food habits. I boil my
Okay.
brats. I don't eat ribs, chicken tenders for life.
I can't
bro.
be the only one that boils brats. I talked to my other
No.
friends who also grew up in Wisconsin, and they said, "Of course you boil your brats."
My mom grew up in Wisconsin, like deep in Wisconsin, and she
Yeah,
boils her brats.
You boil them in beer.
Yeah, you boil them in beer and
But
onions.
the
and hot
way
sauce.
you explained it, you boiled them in water.
No, I boil them in beer and onions and hot sauce.
You're still weird.
Yeah,
It's what you do, man.
right. No, right from the package, right to the grill.
Yeah, straight to the grill.
They're not going to get cooked. They're not going to be the right temperature.
Oh, are
Well,
you
yes, they
kidding?
are.
Yeah, they are.
Ugh. You don't even like
What?
puncture them. You don't like.
No,
There-
you let 'em
there's the
blow up.
there's the question, and then you grill them.
Yes, I boil them and then I put them on the grill
So
to
you
get
double
the.
cook you overcook your meat.
No,
In the words of Leonard Kenny, that sounds like too much handling.
I can't be the only one that boils brats.
You're
There's no
really
way.
close to playing with yourself.
I mean, he's not wrong.
All right. Next question comes from Jay Henry. He says, "Is gaming currently in a golden age or a decline?" I know what
Decline.
CB's going to say.
Decline.
This is the easiest question.
Decline.
This is what they call a softball.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like, there are so many games, man. Look back at how it was in the 90s.
Quantity does not equate quality.
I
That's-
agree, but there's a lot of
that's-
quality.
But you
games.
just said there's a lot of games
There are a lot more quality games out now than there were out in the 90s.
because you also
No.
have more money being pumped into the industry.
Yeah, so that means
But for
that doesn't mean
every
a
one
decline.
game, there's at least 100 turds.
Right? But because 100 turds,
It's
out,
getting
that doesn't
harder
mean-
to flush the bowl.
It doesn't mean because there's 100 turds out there doesn't mean it's a decline. I mean, there's still good ones out there.
There are a couple good ones out there, but not as many good ones are coming out as often as they were.
I think you're also a little
We're-
jaded because we're not kids or in our early 20s anymore where everything was awesome.
Are we? Are we?
You were
we're on a
just
video-
saying- you were just saying this during the showcase time. You're like, oh, look, a brand new IP. One of the few that we get.
Mhm.
Right.
Let's just keep rehashing the same things.
Yeah.
Let's keep making remasters and remakes because we can't come up with a new idea.
That is fair.
Yeah.
I think
I-
I mean, I guess it depends on what aspect of gaming we're talking about too. Are we talking about like I know you kind of wanted another Crash. You've been promoting that happening for
I
a while.
also want to crash.
2 out of 3 Go members advocate a crash.
I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm still gonna always have something to play because I've got a friend that has a physical collection that's gonna last me forever.
Yeah.
So I'm never gonna run out of things to play.
The triple A industry needs to die. Like the whole idea that these big companies
It doesn't
are-
need to die. It needs a realignment of its priorities.
yeah, that's probably a better
And
a
it's
better statement.
Realigning
but
of its budget. Like
No,
we
no,
don't-
just
we
its
don't-
priorities.
just its priorities. We
Because-
need to.
Part of the
Go-
reason
go.
why that like its budgets and everything keep inflating because they're like, oh, we need to crank out these microtransaction live service garbage AI slop trash piles.
I feel
but
like
then
the
you have a game-
microtransaction thing isn't as big an issue as it was 10
It
years
still
ago.
exists. It still exists.
Yeah, with like the games as a service titles.
It does.
What
but
do you think the new Call of Duty is going to look like?
garbage
It's
advertisement.
going to be garbage advertisement everywhere. That's why it's bloated the way that it is.
It's such a shame, because then you have a game like Resident Evil Requiem that comes out, does great, and is already like off people's tongues already.
Well, because there's so many other things to go look at, right?
There's so many, because they're like, we're just going to keep bombarding you with so much trash that you're like, it looks good until you play it and you're like, ugh, this game kind of sucks.
But a couple of years ago, they were talking about how multiplayer games, no one was playing single player games anymore because multiplayer was where it at. And then Elden Ring came out and they were like, oh, people still like single player games. And then Requiem came out and oh, look, people still like single player games.
Well, that's the problem. That's why I said a realignment of its priorities, because you have a large percentage of these higher ups in these companies that see that they can make a ton of money off of multiplayer, and they only put out multiplayer. So you're forced to play multiplayer games when everybody's like, we want good story driven narratives. But so when everyone comes out, we all focus on that because we're like, oh, this is so good because we're finally getting something. And then we're immediately like slapped in the face with like 4 more multiplayer games.
Even Silksong was a testament to the idea of how people want single player games. They don't want a game that's filled with advertisements for a gun skin or this or that or anything. They just want to be able to play games.
Let me just keep reskinning these same 4 sports titles. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy a sports title every now and then, but I feel that we've hit that diminishing return point where the games going from the Xbox One to the Xbox Series X or the PS4 to the PS5 to the what's going to be the PS6. We've hit this diminishing return where the graphics can only get so much better until we have something that revolutionizes games again. So you can keep making it prettier and prettier, but what they're going to do is the same thing that they did with computers. Do you remember during the 90s where we had these like crazy looking computers, like the iMac, and like everything was like super angular, sleek, Alienware, all this stuff looked so awesome. But then they were like, let's find ways to make it cheaper. And I feel that that's what's happening with AI right now. Like, let's find ways to make these games look really good. We've got the engines built. Let's make them cheaper now, but we're still going to charge the same price. And it's all going to be slap trash.
Everything's cyclical, right? Like I remember how everything was an open world game for like forever. And then more recently, we're starting to get back into like, oh, we can have these single player games that are a bit more linear. But
we're still getting multiplayer games. It was MOBAs and then battle royales. And now we're going back to just like Extraction and like 4-player multiplayer games.
It's not even an idea of multiplayer games. Let us have our multiplayer games, but keep all of the ads out of it. Even Diablo 4 was advertising for $24 skins in a single player experience. I was on there by myself doing my things, and then it would be like, oh, do you want this skin? It's $24. It's whatever their currency was, which equates to $24. It's just an ad. They want you to buy stuff. They want you to continually throw money at a game that you've already paid for. That's the part we want to get rid of. And they do that more in multiplayer games because it's a way of showing other people that you've got this or you've paid money for it or blah 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 blah. It's just status.
Let me ask you this: in that situation with Diablo 4, because that game is on Game Pass, so let's say you got 2 options: play it on Game Pass with all the microtransactions, or buy the game straight up and you don't have the microtransactions. Is that a solution?
No microtransactions, period. Like
I'm still paying for Diablo 4. I'm just paying for it on loan over months.
Right.
So I'm still essentially paying for it. The problem is every time I get excited about one of these CEOs that they put forward, like I know you and I spent a lot of time, like when Reggie first came out, we're like, sweet, when Nintendo's like getting back on track, like we're focusing on the players. Phil came out. We're focusing on the players. And then over time, I feel like they're just browbeat by the corporate executives who are like, money, only money.
That's we'll never know the story, but I feel like that's why Phil's gone. like he wanted to be for the gamers, and
but
his hand was
funny.
forced.
It's funny because now Asha's in, and it feels like there's that bit of realignment towards priorities of gamers first. So I'm just hoping that like hopefully she can stand her ground and just like, yeah, let's go.
I think there's a part where she convinced them of like, hey, you'll make more money if you do really good things for your community, right? If you actually make people happy, they'll spend more money.
Our parent company is the second largest corporation on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
We make more money than almost anyone else, bar none, period.
All right, so you guys are both we're in a decline. I would say it's in a decline in terms of being financially viable, but I think that the quality of games is still improving. Not the number of games, but the overall quality of games are getting better and better and better. I mean, look at I feel like we
I'm gonna fight you in the AAA market. I'm gonna fight you because here's the problem. Look at the last few years of our game of the year. They're not AAA titles.
No, yeah, you're right, but they're still better than.
So, are we? Okay, I will say this. I think we're in a golden age of indie games.
There you go.
I was going to say the only way that we're in a golden age is that making games has been more viable for smaller developers.
Right. I mean, Claire Obscure was our game of the year, right? I think.
But that's not even us. They could hardly even be called an indie.
Yeah, I don't even know if they call them an indie, but
yeah.
Right. I'll talk about Team Cherry in a little bit, but yeah, the Hollow Knight, they were an indie team when they made the first Hollow Knight, and then when they made Silksong, they are definitely not an indie team anymore.
Right. Compared to like an Ubisoft, they are still an indie team.
Compared to like Ubisoft, but I mean, they are a full-fledged video game developer
company.
Yeah, that's their second game. Super whatever. They're no longer amateurs.
So that's where like. You really got to start to like, because you look at like CD Projekt Red,
mm-hmm.
like they're a big company, but they're not really tied down, or like Remedy, or like some of these other ones.
Yeah,
where it's you still have the soul of an independent, but you've now you're you've hit that AAA title because you did really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the companies like those are the ones that I get excited about, where you still have the soul of like what you got into this business for.
Paul Hine commented and said, technically, they are an indie. CD Projekt Red is independent.
Yeah. So, but that's what I'm saying. Like they have the soul of an independent, but the budget of a AAA.
Yep. Oh yeah. He also mentioned Larian.
Yeah. So I mean, they do exist. But those are the ones that I get excited for. But I have been a Bethesda fan since I was a kid. But I feel that they lost their way
since Microsoft acquired them.
Yeah. All we ever see is, hey, we Fallout 76, we got more expansions, Fallout 76, Elder Scrolls Online.
Dude, I was so mad that there was no Fallout 3 remaster mentioned in the Xbox
or the New Vegas remaster.
Or New Vegas, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel don't get me wrong, I love God Howard, but I feel like he's lost that independent love.
Well, we haven't seen his face in a while.
I know, like I feel like they just keep him in a dungeon and beat him. Like, make more DLCs.
Hey, this actually
stop releasing Skyrim.
Yeah. This actually leads well into our next question from David Newman, who says, who do you think is currently the best or most consistent big publisher or developer in the gaming industry?
This is a hard question.
Can't say Nacon.
Can't say Bungie.
I mean, my mind went to Nintendo. but they're not releasing that much.
Shots fired. Okay, so I mean,
I have my answer.
All right.
Bandai Namco.
What are they?
They're consistent. They're consistent.
Okay, I was gonna say best or consistent because these are two different questions with two different answers.
Square Enix.
Yeah.
Capcom.
Capcom.
What's
the last turd that Capcom put out?
It has been a while since Capcom's had a dud.
They had 2 solid games this year, and it's only June.
But that's the problem. That it's like, okay, cool. Now Capcom's going to go into hiding for like 3 years.
Well, I mean, they got Resident Evil. I don't know. They didn't give a date on that, did they? Code Veronica?
2027.
27.
I would rather have a company go into hiding for a little bit while they're developing their next game rather than trying to constantly shove out.
I'm so for that, but like here's the problem. Like, this is a multi-level question where he's like, who do you think is currently the best or most consistent?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Most consistent, Bandai Namco. They have like 10 to 12 releases a year.
Yeah.
That are like usually solid releases.
Not a lot that I'm usually interested in playing personally,
it's not a Scott Clark era. That's not your section of games, but from the anime standpoint, they are massive.
Well, and Ace Combat, that's Bandai Namco, right?
Yeah. So I mean, they do a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I will give credit where credit is due. Sony pumps out a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And they're usually pretty consistent. But I do feel that, well, can you really say Nintendo?
Well, that's what I'm saying is like
the majority of Nintendo stuff has been subletted out. Granted, like they're a publisher, but majority of their games, they aren't making them in-house like they used to.
Not as much, and they're not releasing as much. I mean, like their next big one is a remake of Star Fox, right? Like,
yeah.
Don't get me wrong, that's not a drop in the bucket because they did a lot of work on that game. But, you know.
Controversial statement, Tencent.
Ooh. Ooh, to even.
Yeah, that's
Embracer?
Dude, I feel so dirty saying it.
These are fighting words, man.
I feel dirty saying it, but I mean, you have to admit their consistency is pretty solid. We're gonna release, then kill your studio.
I was gonna say these aren't even
bad.
I was gonna say these aren't even actually like development things. They just own developers.
Yeah,
that's like saying BlackRock is.
I don't know. I think Capcom,
but he said big publisher or developer as well. Yeah, BlackRock, they own everything.
I think Capcom is the current most consistent in terms of quality and.
I would say it's Capcom, Square Enix, and Sony, and Bandai Namco.
Yeah,
because you used to be able to rely on Ubisoft to do something every year.
Yeah, no,
they've kind of.
Where's EA?
Making the same 4 sports titles every year, bro.
I know,
just cranking them.
Oh,
let me rip down the billboards in the background that say 2025. Here's 2026.
Yeah, FromSoft.
Okay,
they do consistently good games. The problem is there's such a big gap in between. Yeah. Paul Hine does make a very good comment there. Sony has been taking some big dumpers this last 18 months. All I have to do is say Concord. Just squeeze that turd a little harder.
I mean, they have had more exclusive than Microsoft has.
Exclusives are great, but they could be exclusively bad.
Forsaken, I haven't played yet. I have it, but I haven't played it.
All I have to say is Concord.
What is that? What's the game you're playing? Saros. That's an exclusive, isn't it? Or is it on consoles? So there.
I mean, that game is going to be in my top 10, if not my top 5. The game is great.
I mean, you throw it at the wall until something sticks, right? Concord didn't.
Jake,
Saros did.
You need to come over and try Saros.
I'm just gonna buy it. I was
Oh, you
supposed
are
to
gonna
buy
buy it?
it. I was supposed to buy it last week and I forgot.
Oh, I don't know if it's on sale yet, but
I don't give.
will you
I
get it
don't.
on PS5 or it's not on PlayStation or PC?
You want to know how
is it?
Capcom can
are
really
you-
completely sell me and set it over the top?
How's that?
Give me a new Dead Rising.
Ooh, ooh.
I don't know, man. Dead Rising 3 was not fun.
I
Give me
had
a-
fun with 4.
Give me a good.
I have
Dead
the
Rising.
remake, by the way. Did I tell you I bought the remake and I still have never played it of the original?
That's
The-
a shame.
It's sitting right over here. I should
One
fire that up
was
one of
good.
these days.
2 was good. 3 was meh. 4 was stupid fun.
I didn't remember there was a fourth one.
I had some. I had a list. I had a list of.
Unless
of
I'm like having a
things,
fever dream here.
You have a list of what, Jake?
of developers real quick. Hold on. Atlas Games. How about them?
Okay.
Any thoughts?
Persona, right?
Yeah.
Atlas is consistent with cranking out weird Japanese games.
I
Wait,
was
wait.
gonna say.
Is that the developers of the Yakuza games? Who does the Yakuza games?
I don't even know.
Because
some
they're
guy in his basement.
aren't they like putting out like 2 or 3 of those Yakuza games a year? Like they had the pirate one last year. They had the turn-based
I
one.
was gonna say, isn't it? Isn't it Capcom?
No, that's not Capcom.
Oh, it's Sega. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Sega's still pushing, man.
Atlas
there's-
is a subsidiary of Sega too, so that
Yeah.
helps.
Atlas does Persona.
Epic. They are. They are.
You're saying because you know that's Fortnite.
Yep.
Steam.
Oh, okay.
I mean that.
They're not publishing or developing anymore.
No. Well,
I-
actually, I should say Valve.
yeah, Valve.
Well, yeah, that's what I assume that's what you meant, but
For the love of God, Gabe Newell, count to 3.
No,
all right.
never.
We're gonna move on. I'm gonna say we're all agreeing.
Kojima Productions.
Oh, there you go.
Consistently not putting out games.
Oh well.
How
Anyway,
many
let's
have they
go.
had just under Kojima Productions? Because the
TV Delivery Duty 2.
was the first one under Konami? I don't remember.
I think it was like the last. I think it was still Kojima. So I think that was like the beginning of him doing his own thing.
So those are the only 2 games he's done under Kojima, and then he's got that new project he's been working on that was supposed to be on Xbox exclusive. Remember that?
Yeah.
And then there was the one, we
Which is
still don't-
supposedly still coming.
and then there was the one where they just showed the faces of all the real actors. I cannot remember the actress's name, but the girl from the It remake was featured in those trailers, I feel like. And I don't remember what the name of that game was, but it's just all a big mystery. So anyway, our last question comes from Jackie-san. He says, with both PlayStation and Xbox making decisions about it, how important are exclusives? Was moving PlayStation games to PC good? Was having Xbox games on as many platforms good? Or are their decisions now based on what's best, not for gamers, but for their shareholders? Oh, any predictions for the Nintendo announcements tomorrow? All right, so he's got 2 parts.
I feel like the last 20 minutes that we've been talking have been about not for the gamers and for the shareholders.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Everything this entire console generation and even part of last console generation, I feel, has been just poo.
I feel like there's a slight swing back, but I don't think it'll ever get back to like
No.
the 2010s where it just felt like PlayStation and Xbox were all about the gamers. Like everything they did was just to like
I mean, just
excite
2008.
us.
Mhm.
And
2008, peak year.
well, I remember Sony had all those, Sony had so many good commercials come out. It was so crazy.
I was just gonna say I
Uh,
kind of miss the back and forth commercials, or just the interesting commercials, like things that aren't just ads for the games. Remember, like
Right.
when what was his name? The one Kevin Butler or something, whatever.
Okay,
And he
hang
was
on,
the
hang on.
CEO of whatever, but he was always
Yeah.
doing crazy stuff.
I'm gonna shoot you down right there because when was the last time you guys consistently watched cable
Yeah.
network television?
I went
No, but I
out
mean,
of my
but even,
way
like, the
to watch those
commercials-
commercials on YouTube. So
I understand that, but the problem is we don't see them as much because network television is kind of dead. So it's
No, I
not
agree
there.
with you, but I'm saying like we still see ads every time we watch a YouTube video or
You see
whatever.
You see an ad or a short. Like short form content is a problem.
Yeah.
So you see clips, and then they're like, just like movie trailers anymore. You see the full trailer, go to our website. I'm like,
But if
bro,
you-
I don't want to take the time. You didn't.
But if
wow
you
me.
bust out a Kevin Butler commercial, bring that back, I'm gonna sit and watch your commercial.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I'm like, oh, what's he doing now?
There was the tavern commercial from years ago where it was just a bunch of game characters sitting in a tavern drinking, and they were like, "Here's to Kevin," and it was like the player, and it was nuts.
That was fun.
Well, and that's what I said. Like the art of advertisement anymore, it's changed. Again, we're old. I get it.
What about Nintendo?
Do I think exclusives are good though? Yes. Nintendo announcements. Captain Skyhawk remake.
Oh my god, that's a poll. Holy cow.
Dude, I want it so bad.
I mean, if they don't announce the Ocarina of Time remake, I'm gonna riot.
We are due for a Zelda something.
I mean, it's also the anniversary. It's the
We're
40th.
probably gonna get the trailer for the Zelda movie tomorrow.
That will probably happen
because that's coming real soon.
It's time for another 3D Mario.
We just had
for a solid new Mario.
We just had one. What did we just have?
I was talking about the movie.
No, I'm talking about a game.
Yeah, you were talking about the Zelda movie, and then you were talking about Mario games, and I
said 3D
confused.
Mario. Yeah, like a not Lost Odyssey. Mario Odyssey 2.
He was 3D in the movie.
Sure. So it's time for that. Like, we are due for something Zelda. Metroid's been put to bed for a little while.
How long did it take Metroid Prime 4 to happen?
That's what I said. Metroid's been put to bed for a while. But we also had the other, what was it, Metroid Fusion, like a few years ago. So I feel that
no.
It's time to curl up the ball and put it back in the box for a while.
I think you're thinking Metroid Dread. Metroid Fusion was the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, Metroid Dread.
Super Metroid Remaster.
No. Again, we just said Samus is curling into a ball and going back in the box for a while.
No, I definitely think Ocarina of Time is going to happen. As much as I hate to give credence to any of the leakers or guys that that are in the know, but he was right about the Star Fox one. So,
but yeah, maybe a new F-Zero.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Actually, you know what? Switch 2's out. We're due for a new Smash Brothers.
How about something to do with the mouse controls on the Switch 2?
They've got that cripple basketball game.
Paint.
Mario Paint is on Nintendo Switch Online now, isn't it?
New Mario Paint.
Oh man, I was predicting that when they first announced that. So, guess we'll have to wait and see.
Well, I'm trying. Like, what is it like an old Nintendo property that hasn't been touched in a while?
Paul says, "Little Samson the Return."
Don't tell me. Don't get my hopes up.
Here's the thing. That game, I know it's stupid rare. It's really hard. That is a really good game. Like, very good game.
A new 1-2 Switch would actually be pretty good.
Nobody played those, man. Those were fun for 10 minutes.
Shut up. Those were great drinking games.
They were fun for 10 minutes and then it was moving on. So
I don't know. We played a whole night of those. But I mean, I feel like there's got to be a few properties from Nintendo that haven't been touched in a while.
When's the last time we got a good Bop It? I just need a good Bop It.
Bop It.
So throw my Switch on
Mario Party, like a new Mario Party.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're due for a new Mario Party. A Mario Paint in today's climate would actually probably do very well.
I agree.
You could do all the weird things with it, like the little like crystal things that people make.
Or like, remember what they did in Donkey Kong Bonanza? They had the whole 3D art sculpture thing. You could take that to just a whole nother level.
Yeah. So a Mario Paint, a Mario Party,
Zelda movie, 3D Mario.
With all the random characters that are in the latest Smash Brothers. I would hate to see who they added to a new Smash Brothers.
I do feel like we're due for a new Smash Brothers.
I don't want one.
I don't think you need one. I think Ultimate is plenty at this point. Like, what more do you do with that franchise?
Just keep adding to it.
Yeah.
I know, but it seems every generation that they've, like, the N64 one, the GameCube got one, the Wii got one, the Wii U got one.
Yeah, but
the
Switch
got
too.
one. Oh, but
Yeah.
you guys like to tell me how much the Switch is a brand new console. Oh my god, it's brand new console.
It's much better, but I mean it's
the same console with just updated guts.
Very well updated guts,
but a new Smash Brothers would hurt my soul.
It would, but what I'm saying is, like, it has been a very Nintendo thing to do. Whenever a new console comes out, there are certain franchises that will get a new game.
Yeah.
And it has been consistently a new Smash Brothers has come out, because Smash Brothers Ultimate was like darn near a launch title for the Switch.
Yeah.
So, and it's been a while since we've had an F-Zero.
F-Zero would be pretty cool. I think it'd make that with like Switch
The Legend of Zelda, the walking sim.
It's Breath of the Wild already.
All right, let's go ahead and move on. That was community questions. Thank you, everybody. Next week's topic is going to be Jake's idea. How real is too real when it comes to graphics? We're going to talk about...
We're doing this.
We are doing this. It's going to be next week. So stay tuned for that. But that's going to do it for this week's The Gaming Outsider. Thanks so much, everybody, for listening. This episode was produced by Kevin Honigford, and all the music you hear is written and performed by Grant Henry of Stemmage and Metroid Metal. His website, as always, is stemagemusic.com. STEMAGE music.com. Please be sure to email us if you have any questions or concerns. Our address is feedback@thegamingoutsider.com. And join us live every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Central on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Jake, any parting words or recommendations for our listeners?
I had one. What did I say? Oh, I've been watching a new anime. I ran out of what I was watching before. I can't remember what I was watching before, but I started watching. No, God, no. But I started watching Freerun, Beyond Journey's End, and I am surprised about how hooked I got into this anime. Yeah, because it doesn't play like, or it doesn't show like other animes that are just, I mean, there's kind of a weirdness when it comes to anime anyway, because it's one culture showing another culture what their culture looks like behind the scenes. And so it's, I mean, some of them are really, really weird, and I try to stay away from those, but this one isn't that weird. But it's a story of an elf girl who is living for centuries. And in the beginning of the show, it shows the ending of her journey with her old party. And then she continues on, and now she's with a new party. And coincidentally, this new party was raised by, or at least mentored by, the old party in some way, shape, or form. And then she picked them up later in life. And now it's like 40 years past the death of the last person. And she's with these new parties, and they're constantly going back and revisiting the lessons they learned in the old party. And she's teaching the new party the stuff that they picked up. And it's kind of this like really sentimental, kind of emotional pull back and forth with some action parts in the middle of it.
Nice.
And she's kind of parenting them as they're really young. They're like 17, 16 years old. And, she's like 600 or something. So she's parenting them along the way. And so, and they're on adventures of monster killing and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's actually kind of emotional. So it's actually kind of a really good watch.
All right, cool. CB, how about you?
I watched the new Masters of the Universe.
Oh yeah. I was going to see that this week.
It's campy, dumb fun.
Yeah.
Don't expect highbrow cinema.
I've heard that Jared Leto actually is pretty good in this.
He doesn't overly Jared Leto. That's all I can say. Right. I mean, it's nice. It's nice not seeing his face.
Okay.
So like they kind of like, unless you know that it's Jared Leto, like you don't have to worry about it. The story's a little dumb, but I mean,
he's an alien, right?
Kind of.
It's Masters of the Universe. It wasn't exactly like
yeah, but I kind of wish they still would have chosen someone different to be actually He-Man.
Henry Cavill. Oh, no.
Because it's weird that it's like, oh look, here's Prince Adam. He transforms. He looks the exact same, just with a chest plate.
Right.
I'm like,
he's not some
like, bro,
kid.
he's supposed to like bro out. So yeah, he needed to be bigger. Because like when you watch the cartoon, it's like, oh look, here's Prince Adam, and then like he transforms him to He-Man. I'm like, bro's huge. So it's worth a one-time watch. It's dumb fun. I'm more excited for the movies I'm going to go see tomorrow because I've seen both of them, and I get to watch Scott's reaction.
Yeah, gonna go see
Obsession
and Backrooms, right?
Backrooms.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Gonna see a double feature.
Jake, if you're available, you need to come with.
Oh, I might try.
We'll SCP out on Scott.
Oh.
All right, I got a couple real quick. First off, I have a product.
All right, good night, everyone.
You guys know I like coffee. I know neither of you drink coffee, so it's not going to mean anything to you. But
I drink coffee.
Oh well, that's true. You have had some of the.
I don't drink dirt juice.
So anyway,
your yucky bean water.
So when I'm making my fancy coffee with my espresso machine, I like to make lattes or cappuccinos. And if you've ever used one of those, it's got like this nozzle on the end of it that you use to steam the milk, and it's just kind of a pain in the butt. It takes a long time. It's really loud if you don't do it correctly, and it's hard to clean. So I was sent a milk frother. It's called, the brand is Yo-Yo Max. It is, stop laughing at me.
Ooh, daddy, froth my milk. Oh, sorry.
I think this thing is awesome, dude. It's a pitcher. You plug it in, the pitcher attaches to a base so you can take it off of there when you're done with it. You pour the milk in there, you turn it on. It's got 4 different settings. One will froth it, one will just heat the milk really hot. And then they can also heat up hot chocolate and other things, but infinitely easier to make a latte or a cappuccino. You just put the milk in there, set it to on, wait for it to heat up, and then pour it in there. The best part is you can take this thing and take it to your sink and rinse it off right in the sink and clean it out. Super easy to use. Highly recommend it. It's on Amazon. It's pretty cheap. It's only like $30-40.
Yeah, just froth that milk.
I'm telling you, this thing is awesome. I really do like it. If you are a coffee drinker and you like making coffee with like lattes or cappuccino thing, this thing is a must-have. I genuinely love it.
If you are listening to this and you are still here, you're about to get a little story. So we are watching the Naked Gun series at Scott's house to catch up. And there is a point where what's his face retires from the police force, and they go visit. They do a wellness check to make sure that he's okay. And while they're sitting there, they're asking how well he's doing, and he's bragging about how good he is. And then he goes, "I grind my own beans," and everyone in the room stopped and looked at Scott. you're that old dude that grinds his own beans. Like,
I like coffee. What can I say? My second one is a band. Back in the day, I used to work at a small mom and pop game shop here in town called TNT Games. And one of my coworkers was this guy named Jordan. Jordan has since left and moved on to bigger and better things. And he's got a brand new band and their album just released. The band is called C Spire Choir. Remember Jordan from TNT CB?
Yeah, we still friends on Facebook.
The album is called Spiral Survival, and I highly recommend you check this out. It's got like early to mid 2000s rock vibe, but with a little bit more edge to it. I think it's really good. It like one song will go from melodic to having screamo in it, and it never feels overbearing. So I really am digging it. Check it out. C Spire Choir. C Spire SEAS. Let me make sure I'm spelling this correctly. SEASPYRE and then choir CHOIR. So there you go. Those are my two recommendations.
But by the way, I forgot to tell you, Scott, just for you,
mm-hmm.
I downloaded the first Dungeon Crawler Carl book.
Hallelujah. I'll be really curious to see if you like it, because
I got berated the other night by another friend of mine. They're like, this seems like the book series was written by you.
So like I recommend it and it's
No,
whatever.
I told you I was going to get around to it, but like I just find it funny that I've heard it from 2 separate people now that they're like, this feels like a book that like she's like, I had to stop and check the cover to make sure that this book wasn't written by you, because she's like, this feels like something dumb that you would write.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's dumb, but it works so well. Like it just keeps getting better and better and better. Like I said, the third book wasn't my favorite. It dragged a little bit more than I wanted to, but as I keep going with it, I'm liking it more and more, and I'm getting attached to characters. And there are some like emotional moments in that book, but it's also just ridiculously crazy. It's good. I cannot wait to hear what you
I'll
think
let
of it.
you
Are you doing
know.
the audiobook?
Yeah.
Because Jeff Hayes is amazing. He does every single one of the, well, no, there's some guest voices every now and then, but does a really good job. So there you go. Well, that's it. Until next week, I am Scott Clark with Jacob Gunderson and Chris Behrensmeyer, and we are the Gaming Outsider. Remember, there's no such thing as a bad game, just games that aren't for you.